Lastly, I'm going to be talking about gait in older adults. So basically, at this point, our muscles are not as strong as they used to be. If, for lack of a better phrase, we're on the downhill with our muscle development. So you'll typically see a wider base, if not just a little bit wider than shoulder base, just because of the problems with balance. And you'll see shorter strides because of not enough muscle strength and to maintain balance, and you won't see a lot of arm motion either. And this is typical similarly to the early childhood when the babies were not as strong and not as easy to maintain balance. So as we get older, our bodies are obviously not as strong as they used to be. So it would explain as well why the steps are smaller and maybe faster. You might see a little more shuffling of the feet, and this is just because of not being strong enough to maintain balance as easily as you used to before. So some of the abnormalities that may be present in this stage are harder to identify because of the fact that our muscles are not as strong. So the shuffling of the feet would typically be a cause for concern in other stages of development, but in older adulthood, it's more common and I guess expected because of the fact that our muscles are not as strong, so it's harder to maintain that balance or pick up the feet. So some of the abnormalities that we would look out for before are going to be harder to identify and would not typically be cause for concern unless they were causing pain or some kind of red flag warning or sign that wouldn't typically be expected for that age.